For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, there's a big event coming up in Port Huron along the lake. Lake Huron, I think, is the name of the lake up there. And the lady that's in charge of that whole wonderful event is with us, Denise Brooks.
How are you,
Welcome
Paul?
back. Nice to see you. You look
Great
great.
to be here. Thank you, as do you.
And summer's moving along.
It is.
We're the boat races in St. Clair are over, and we broadcast this. And you've got an event coming up just around the corner, and it's called SANDFEST.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So, Blue Water SANDFEST, August 2nd through 4th at the Port Gratiot Light Station.
And I was worried
County
about
Park.
coughing.
Are you going to edit that out?
Right.
At the Fort Gratiot Light Station County Park. And we have sand sculptors from all over North America coming to join us to sculpt 560 tons of sand.
Wait a minute. 560 tons.
Tons.
Where do you get the
17
sand?
truckloads. We get it from Mid-Michigan Materials in Jeddo, Michigan.
How many truckloads?
17.
17 truckloads. Is it a special kind of sand?
It's sand. It's got a little more clay in it, so it sticks a little
Okay.
bit better. The beach sand that we have here doesn't work for sand sculpting. The edges are too sharp and it won't hold together. So if you try and sculpt with beach sand here, you end up with really, really low sculptures. This sand that we bring in is what they call strong sand, and you can make a ball and throw it. You can build it up and cut through it without
So,
it collapsing.
The sand that's on the beach is natural,
Yes,
and it comes from Lake Huron,
correct.
on the bottom, and it's a softer sand.
Yeah, it's got more edges on it. It
Okay.
doesn't adhere. It doesn't stick together as well.
Okay. If Sully will throw up some of those pictures, we'll talk about these are previous year pictures.
Previous
and they look
years,
great. Let's
yep.
begin with this one.
So some of the pictures are of some of the different sculptures themselves. So this happens to be one. This is actually the back of our welcome sculpture from 2 years ago. One of the sculptors created the lighthouse and put a light in it.
Oh my.
So that made
Yeah.
it pretty cool.
Okay, we'll go to the next one now. Oh,
That
that's
is one of our
beautiful.
welcome. That was our welcome sculpture 1 year. So we always have a big welcome sculpture as you come in to welcome you to the event, and it's artistic, but it also features all of our major sponsors.
Okay, like Rock 105.
Yep. Because without them, the event wouldn't happen.
Right. All right. Oh, wonderful.
This is one from a few years ago, Melanage Beauregard. Mel's coming back to us this year, but she's coming as a sculptor coach. So most of our sculptors are semi-pros. Melanage is a world-class master.
So there's a dolphin down on the sand, and then a couple up on the top. And is there another fish there too on the bottom
there's
right?
fish. The sculptures are decorated or designed all the way around. They
Oh,
have to be
okay.
viewed from a 360.
All right.
So front and back.
Let's look at the next one.
That's our merchandise tent, and some
Oh,
of
so
our
you're selling
volunteers working
T-shirts
hard.
and
Yep.
stuff?
T-shirts, koozies, cups,
Okay.
hats, you name it.
And one more.
That's another one of our. That was last year's welcome
The
sculpture.
music,
Part of it.
music notes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, what's this one now?
Well, this is a sculptor doing they've done their pound up, and now they're actually sculpting. So you see the black wrapped around the sand.
on the bottom there.
Yep. There was actually several of those, and that's what they
So
call
that
it,
holds the
pound up.
sand
It
together?
holds the sand. You put sand and water in it and pound it down. That's why they call it a pound up, because you're building the sand up. Then you remove the forms and you start sculpting. So that's how you get your height.
Do you
is to do a
sculpt
pound
with
up.
a knife?
You can sculpt with a knife, a spatula, a straw, a brush. They use
They
just
don't
about
use-
anything.
But not chainsaws, that's wood.
No, that would be wood or ice.
All right, show us another one here, Sullivan. Oh, look at the lighthouse.
Yep. So that's actually a castle.
Oh, that's a castle.
Yeah,
I
it's a
was looking to
castle.
one
That's
side.
Tom and Judy Blue. They'll be there this year. They've been long time. In fact, they were amateurs at our event and moved up to the semi-pro level.
Wow. Okay, next. It's a registration.
Some of our volunteers, my wonderful husband standing there.
Okay. Got to get him in there. Oh, wow.
So that was a cat that was sitting on top of the wall at the welcome sculpture last year.
Wow.
So that's a close-up picture.
Look at the detail on
Isn't
the
that
face.
amazing?
Yeah.
And there's the mice that were on the other part.
Wow.
There was actually also mice crawling up a ladder on
Wow.
the end of the wall.
Okay.
Those are some of the folks at the museum store on site.
The museum store is on the grounds.
Yep, it's run by the Port Huron Museum.
Okay.
And they also run the tours on the site.
Okay. And
That's
this-
actually some YMCA staff working on their amateur sculpture last year.
Oh, okay. And you got a couple more there, Sully? Oh, look at that.
That's another one of our amateurs working last year.
So, talk to me about amateurs.
So the
I
amateur-
can go there and sculpture?
Saturday morning, we start the amateur competition at 10. You have to register by 9:30.
Okay.
And you sculpt from 10 until 3. You get your own plot of sand. You can bring your tools with you. We provide the sand and the water.
Oh.
And
sun.
And sun. Hopefully no rain. Although the rain won't hurt the sculptures unless it's a driving rain. And the amateur competition is Saturday the 3rd.
Okay.
And we have actually sculpting boot camp for people that want to learn how to sculpt on Tuesday.
It's coming
29th, yeah.
29th. So
at 5.
these here are professionals,
Semi-pros.
semi-pros.
Yep. So semi-pros, but they're amazing. That's another amateur sculpture.
Wow. That's an amateur.
That's an amateur, yeah.
Wow. Another beautiful one there.
Yep.
Well, it's been a labor of love. You got it started 10 years ago.
My husband and the Friends of the Fort Gratiot Light
Oh,
are
you
the
weren't
ones that
involved
started
then?
it. I helped support the event, but he
Okay.
was the original chair, and,
Okay.
and he and his.
Look at the circle there.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that is amazing.
That you can have sand stay
yeah,
in place like that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Your husband and the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse people got it started 10 years ago.
The Friends of the Fort Gratiot
And we're
Light. yep.
good. We're back with us, and it's caught on.
Yep.
What are the dates again? Let's start there.
August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Now, previous years you had parking at the college.
College and Hollandwood School, and we'll be doing that again this year.
Okay,
And
and
so
then you got
buses or
transportation.
trolleys will be running. Yep.
And they'll be running all day.
Yep.
So it's a great idea. You can go downtown,
Yep.
shop, do whatever you want, park your car, and get a ride out to the SANDFEST.
Absolutely.
What admission?
Admission $6, 4 and under
Oh,
are free.
that's not bad.
It's cheaper than a movie.
Yeah, it is. Cheaper than the movie.
It might be cheaper than the popcorn.
Right. No, so you said you have sculptors coming in from all over the nation. How
Yeah.
many total sculptors?
So we have 14 individual sculptors,
Wow.
and then we have 4 teams. So we'll end up with 18 sculptures.
So if people have never seen it, they should really make it.
It's definitely
a
worth
stop.
it. It's definitely worth it.
Certainly something
So
spectacular.
over the course of the weekend is when the sculptures are built. So when you come on Friday, you'll be watching them kind of build the structure, and you'll start to see sculpting. Saturday, you can really start to see what's happening. Saturday is also a fun day for kids. We have the YMCA's Y on the Fly van that's going to be
Okay.
there from 11 to 3. The entire weekend long, we have a kids zone area where kids can play in the sand, and we offer sand sculpting lessons for the kids.
Okay.
And then Sunday is really the day when the sculptures get finished. The sculptures have to be done by 1 o'clock, and then they get judged, and we do an awards event at 3:30.
Okay. So the $6 admission is daily.
Yes.
Okay, it's not a pass for the
No,
whole week.
we do have 2-day and 3-day
Oh,
passes.
you do,
So
okay.
you can get a 2-day pass for $10 or a 3-day pass for $15.
Where can I get the tickets?
You can go online
Okay.
to bluewatersandfest.com.
Oh, Sully, throw that website up. I think I got it there for you. You'll see it. Throw the website up. There you go. Okay, so that's your website,
Yep.
and you can get on that website. Which was what? What was the name?
bluewatersandfest.com.
Okay, and you can register on this website.
You can get tickets, you can register for the amateur competition, you can volunteer, you can check out the bios of all the sculptors, and you can see the schedule for the event.
Oh, good. So that's a great site. So, very good. Have we missed anything?
Live music all
Oh, really?
weekend long. Yep, we have wonderful, wonderful artists that come in, primarily acoustic. Well, there's sound, but
Yeah.
it's not like heavy metal
Right,
or anything
right.
like that. Julianne Ankley, Tommy, Keith, as you can see on the screen right now. So it's a great lineup, good music. We've got the Lighthouse Beer Garden that opens at noon every day. We've got the museum
We got a
store.
beer garden,
our merch-
too.
We do. Merchandise tent. People can bring their chairs and hang out on the beach all day and just come in and check the progress of the sculptures.
Oh, wonderful. Can you swim there?
You can swim at the Lighthouse County Park Beach or at the
Right next
Lighthouse
door,
Beach.
right.
The city's Lighthouse Beach are
Right.
all right. You just have to be aware that there's no lifeguards on
Yeah,
duty.
okay. I'm thinking, as we were talking about the music, I'm old enough to remember when musicians couldn't find work because everybody was doing disco and stuff like that and playing records. And now the musicians are everywhere.
Yeah.
They're in St. Clair, they're in Port Huron.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful for all those people.
Yep, yep. And it's wonderful for all us to be able to listen
Yeah,
to.
right.
Yeah.
So, Denise, you do a great job on it, 10th
Thank you.
anniversary of it, and we're always honored to have you come and talk to us about it. So,
Thank you. It wouldn't happen without our sponsors and
Yeah.
our volunteers
Talk to me
and our
about your
sculptors.
sponsors.
So sponsors, wow. Can I turn around and
yeah,
see my back?
Yeah. Oh, I can
I
read
won't
your
go
shirt.
through. I won't go through the whole list, but we are so blessed. We do have the sponsors on our website. We are so blessed to have so many amazing sponsors. Everything from Mid-Michigan Materials for the sand
Yeah.
to Hyde Trucking and Brylat Construction, who Hyde delivers the sand. Al Brylat and his guys move all the sand because 560 tons of sand is a lot of sand to
Right.
move around. All of our volunteers, it's such an amazing event
Oh, he's got
and a
them
real community
posted
event.
there for you.
Wonderful.
Now, talk to me about, do you have to remove the sand at the end?
Yes. So the sand gets removed on Monday. By Monday night, typically you wouldn't have known it was
And
there.
it goes back to the...
Nope. They've been taking it up to Fort Gratiot County Park
Oh, okay.
and using it up there. So
It's
gets
another
recycled.
one of the wonderful community projects.
Absolutely. And all the funds go towards the restoration and renovation of the buildings on the Fort Gratiot Light Station
Oh,
County
good.
Park.
So the money stays
so-
right there.
Yep, it does. And actually, when people go there this year, they're going to see the big retired Coast Guard station, the white building.
Yeah.
Siding's coming off. We're getting ready. That's the last big project on the site. So the siding's coming off to get that restored. There's new windows going in August.
Wonderful.
We'll be working on insulation and HVAC systems, and then we get to start the fun of actually doing the renovation and restoration
Well, that's great,
inside.
too.
So we're excited.
Denise Brooks, she's in charge of SANDFEST 2024. Your invitation, August 2nd.
2nd through 4th.
2nd through 4th.
Yeah.
So it's a great event, community event. $6, not bad. You can spend the whole day, and you start there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
So
Yep.
plan your weekend. And there's food and beverages. and
Yes, we
it's
have
just
food
a
vendors.
Great
8
thing. Great
food and
family
drink
event.
vendors. It is, absolutely.
Okay. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next week, we'll see you, Paul Dingeman.